Hey guys, welcome back to our newest update to Yu-Gi-Oh! For HoloLens. I know it's been a while since the last update. I've been really busy lately, but we're pretty much back to work on it. But we have been working on it since then, and this is what this video is about, showing the progress since then. So here are the changes we made since then. I've made several videos over time, like the very first one, and then I showed like the one using real cards, and then the one using a dual disc. I've combined them all into one big project, and this is the basic main menu for it, so that you could switch between the different modes. For now, single user test. That's what you've seen this whole time in the previous videos. You know, all the standard your standard hand pops up, and then you can summon any card you want. Now, not much has changed in this. We haven't added more 3D models yet. We're still working on getting more, but we're hoping to get new ones pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, the biggest changes with this is performance is a lot better now. It's a lot smoother, and it's a lot less laggy. And as you can see, as I move around, the cards are not like choppy. They stay in their position a lot better. And yeah, basically everything is it's basically a performance update for this particular mode. So not really any new features on this, but um, yeah, everything still with the summon monsters. The soundtrack still play. The Blue Eyes White Dragon still has the animation, which I'll show you again in a second as a reminder. But everything should be a lot faster and smoother now, and more stable in general. So yeah, let's continue with summoning cards. Here's the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then Mystical Elf. Now, this is this particular mode is meant to be done outside, or at least in like a really wide open area. So if otherwise like things will go inside the wall. Now you can't really tell from this perspective that things are inside the wall, but from my actual HoloLens as I see it, it looks kind of weird when things are like inside the actual wall, because like at the same time you could see it, but it's like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but in this from this perspective it'll just look like they're kind of hovering on the wall. And that basically has to do with the way the HoloLens records videos. But from the way it actually displays content, it will look a lot different than this. Same with like the transparency and everything. It's a lot different from the actual perspective. In fact, if you stay tuned to the very end of to pretty close to the end of the video, I'll show you guys what it actually looks like through the HoloLens, rather than the recorded perspective. But right now I don't have I haven't implemented any way yet to go back to the main menu. So right now the only way to go back to the main menu is to close the game completely and then restart it. So we're gonna do just that. And I'm gonna show you the next big feature that we've added to this update. The feature's not complete yet. It's still a work in progress. There's still a lot of work to do with it. But we've added multiplayer mode, and this is an online multiplayer mode. And how it works is, once you start it up, you create a session, and then whoever next creates a session, they will automatically join your session, and you two can begin dueling. Now, I don't have anyone to test that with right now, so I can only show you from like this one perspective. So yeah, I'm basically in like an open lobby, but nobody can join because nobody nobody else has this running right now. But it's still a work in progress. I just showed you like the buttons to control the game. You know, you can use them to end turn and stuff. Now these are also inside the wall, so I can't access them right now because I'm at my place at school, so it's not really big on space like it is at home. But you know, hopefully by the next update we'll have a much more complete multiplayer mode that we'll be able to show off. Um, Maybe we'll be able to even do an actual duel by then, but we'll see. Now the next feature on the menu is the mini mode. I believe that was one of our more recent HoloLens videos for this. This is the one where we used real cards to display the holograms, and we are gonna. There's actually been quite a few more improvements with that too, especially because the tools behind it have been improved a lot as well. So let's get started with that. As for dual disc mode, actually I'll get to dual disc mode later. Let me get on with the mini mode. So with mini mode, all you gotta do is just place down a card and look at it, and your hologram will appear right above the card, and the HoloLens will continuously track the card as you are moving it around. And with this new update, you can now track up to 5 cards at once. In the past, you can only do 1 card at a time. Like, you can only actively track 1 card at a time. Now, I'm only just watching the recording now while I'm narrating it, so from the actual perspective of the HoloLens, the 3D models are kind of like moving around together when I move. That doesn't actually like happen from the actual perspective. It must be like a glitch of the recording, but this is the feature that I wanted to show you guys in the live stream that I did like a few weeks ago, but I couldn't because there's something like this weird glitch with like using the augmented reality camera on the HoloLens and live streaming it at the same time. That prevents me from doing this, so that's why I couldn't show you at the time, and that's why I'm including it in this video this time. I guess the other update to the the other update to this is in a previous video where I did this, it lost tracking a lot, meaning the monsters would like constantly disappear and reappear. But now tracking has been greatly improved, and things are a lot smoother as with all the other parts of the update. And as you can see, we're not losing tracking as often, actually barely at all. So tracking is much more stable, and this actually will probably improve a lot of the other HoloLens apps I've made, like the Cortana app or even the Lightsaber app for the HoloLens. Those all suffered from glitches involving loss of tracking. But now that tracking's improved and a lot smoother, it pretty much opens the door for a lot more possibilities. One feature I'm going to show off. Well, the feature isn't ready yet, so right now it does nothing. But I do want to add a feature where when you put like 2 cards next to each other like this, they will actually start doing battle to a limited extent at least. But I haven't done that yet, so right now they're just going to stand in front of each other. Now, for those of you who have watched my live stream, I didn't show this feature in it, but I did mention and I did show the app. I'm going to release an app for smartphones, for hopefully Android, iOS, and Windows Phone, where you can actually do this exact same thing, but you don't need a HoloLens. You can just use your smartphone and point it towards your card, and from the view of your smartphone, you'll have the exact same thing here, where your monsters pop up. I haven't tested it with like too many cards at the same time, but it should be the tracking should be okay with the smartphone. At the very least, you get a little taste of this project, since I doubt many of you have a HoloLens yet, if any at all. So the only way you guys can experience this is to use the app, and that app should be released pretty soon. So I will make another video announcement when that app gets released. So do stay tuned for that. But yeah, so I guess the last thing, I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit more of this. But as you saw, I put all the cards down at the same time, and you don't have to do cards one at a time anymore. This part's just to basically show you the active tracking of multiple cards and how it can detect multiple cards at once. I did show it with like 6 monsters, but it can only actively track 5. But that doesn't mean you can't have more than 5 cards on the field. It's just the cards that you want to move around, it can only do 5 at a time. The others will kind of stay stationary where they were. And if you want to retract them, you have to kind of look at it. Now, one flaw with this, well, one glitch that can't really be helped, is that sometimes the holographic cards, as in the shiny cards, they are a little harder for the HoloLens to detect. So really common cards probably work the best, but it doesn't always have to be like that because the rest of these cards are also like rare, super rare, and stuff. So it still works. It's just not always. But anyways, here I'm gonna show you through my smartphone. I'm gonna record the actual perspective through the HoloLens. So this is kind of to prove that's real because I still get a lot of comments saying that this is fake, and well, I can assure you it's not. And I'm basically showing you now through the perspective of the HoloLens what it actually looks like. Now the color is going to be a little off because we're only looking through one lens, but you can kind of get a gist of what it looks like. This is the best I can probably do with putting the camera through. It really looks best if you have both lenses looking through it, but at least you can get like a close enough glimpse of this. And as you can see, the holograms are all stationary. So like when I move the HoloLens around, they're not quite shifting around like you saw earlier in the video. If I had a better way to record through the actual lenses, that would probably make this a lot easier, and the quality will probably be a little better than the on-device capture, which I've been using to record most of my videos. But for now, that's the best we can do, and hopefully, in the future, Microsoft releases an update to improve the way you can capture mixed reality videos. But yeah, that's basically it for this update, and we have a lot more features coming up soon. So remember to subscribe for more updates, and stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next time. Oh, I forgot to mention real quick, but I did want to show you guys the dual disc mode again, but for some reason that it doesn't work in this update anymore, so I had to disable it for now, which I'm going to show you. But hopefully by next time we'll have dual disc mode working again. So yeah, stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.